Hey guys, and thank you again so much for tuning into the Swarthy King channel. We appreciate all the love and support that you guys have been giving us. It has been great. We appreciate all your views, your likes, your shares, and your comments. Please continue to do so. For the channel is very young, and we can use all the help and support we can get for pushing the channel. So thank you again. I want to go ahead and leave you my information, my contact information. My email address is liveup254@gmail.com. That's liveup254@gmail. We also have an Instagram page up right now. Pretty excited about that. It's the Swarthy King. And some of the information that we'll be sharing on that will be some of my speaking engagements, different motivational speaking events, also updates from YouTube and whatever else we can put on there. It's just another way for us to keep in touch and keep linked in with each other. So we're going to go ahead and get started into the video today. Today's topic is going to be, it's not always my enemy or the enemy. Sometimes it's the inner me. It's not always my enemy or the enemy. Sometimes it's the inner me, and it's always easier to see the wrong that someone else has done to us. When we're having a disagreement or something like that, it's always easy to see what someone else has done, and we hardly ever see what we have done to contribute to the situation. I think that self-accountability is very important. Self-accountability is a growth process. Whenever you're able to look at yourself and say, hey, you know what? I have done something wrong. I have wronged someone. I could have handled that a little bit better. It just shows growth and maturity, and it takes a lot to get there. But it is a necessity in life because no one is perfect. No one's 100%. So when we get into conflict, sometimes I think it's best to step away. It may take a couple days, or 2 or 3, but it's important to go back and sometimes say, I'm sorry. Sometimes you have to do that self-evaluating. And you'll find that, you know what? I could have handled that situation a whole lot better in a lot of cases. Even if it's a situation that you can't go back to, maybe in the event that you get into a situation like that again, you will know how to handle it a little bit better, because again, like I said, no one's perfect. And you find these situations a lot in people that are trying to co-parent. I hate the term baby mama and baby daddy, but I think that in a lot of those cases, specifically, you have a lot of situations where people are always pointing the finger and blaming, and the children are caught in the middle, and there's never a resolution to the problem, And I think that sometimes if we take a step back and realize that, we need to have a better communication for the greater good of the children or the child or whatever the case may be, it will be a whole lot better. Of course, a whole better situation for everyone involved. And now you also have to be in a place to say, even if I put myself out there and say, hey, you know what, I did something wrong and I apologize, they may not be in a place to receive that, but you can have some self-assurance. You can have some self-gratification knowing that you went to talk to this person and you did the best that you could do to try to resolve whatever issues you guys had going on. Sometimes some issues are not going to get resolved, but again, you use that as a learning tool, going through the learning process, and you add value to your life and making you a better person. At least you were able to admit where you could have improved. Again, this always has to do with you as a person, the inner you, and like I said, no one's 100%. So you're going to always have to self-evaluate and reevaluate again. And even in relationships go bad. Y'all may have had a nasty breakup. Sometimes all it takes is going to tell someone that you're sorry, especially if you know that you've caused some damage to this person. Again, the same rules apply. This person may be finding it hard to move on and get into another relationship or whatever the case is. Is that really your problem? No, it's not. But sometimes we can cause and help people to heal, by admitting that, you know what, listen, I know that when we were in this situation, I did you wrong. And I just want to take some time out to say I apologize for whatever damage I caused. because that person, you can help them out in their healing process. And again, I know that sometimes some of the things that I'm saying, it may seem strange to you guys, but it's all a part of maturity. Again, some situations are best just to leave alone, but there's sometimes that you just need to search within yourself, realize that you've done wrong, and try to make your wrongs right. The only time that you cannot make your wrong right is in death, whether you are dead or that other person's passed on and gone and stuff like that. But again, like I said, we use all these things as a learning tool and a way to grow. And about the enemy part, sometimes whomever we're having conflict with, sometimes that is the person that we see as our enemy, at that present moment. And like I said, it's so important to reevaluate and evaluate again who you are as a person, what you may have done to contribute to this issue. And also, when I reference the enemy, for those of us who go to church and have somewhat of a spiritual life, we all know about the devil and all this, that, and the third, and how he comes in to seek and destroy and cause confusion and these things. But the bottom line is, it's not always our enemy, and or who we may think is our enemy at that moment going through this situation, right? And it's not always the devil. Sometimes, again, it comes with self-accountability. The inner you, the inner person that you have to deal with, that makes decisions, that puts you in compromising situations and things of that nature. It's not always someone else. Sometimes it's us. We saw the signs, we ignored the signs, and we said, you know what, I'm going to go for it anyway. So again, folks, I know a lot of the things that I say sometimes are cliche. It seems common sense and stuff like that, but you know what? Some people, they just don't use logic. We don't use common sense all the time. So some of the things that I say may be, it's pretty simple, and I know that, but are you applying these things to your life? Because if you apply these things to your life, it'll make you a much, much, much better person. It'll make you deal with conflicts differently, and you'll have a better approach at life. Some of us can't grow and move on because we're still blaming someone from 100 years ago for something that's happened to us. But you know what? You need to take some time with yourself. Deal with the person on the inside. See what you can do to improve yourself as a person, and see what you can do to improve yourself as an individual and grow. Because it's not always everybody else around you. Sometimes you are the problem. So with all that being said, I was going to keep the video short. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe these videos. Again, we are going to get better. We're going to get some better lighting, better cameras, and stuff like that. But just bear with us. Again, we appreciate the support. Again, please like, share, and subscribe these videos. Again, remember, as I say at the end of every video, remember to live up. Live up above your circumstances, your negative circumstances. Things are going on in your life. Things are going awry. And, sometimes you feel like you're losing control and this, that, and the third, and you just don't have this, that, and the third. You don't have to stay there. There's always a way out. You can live up and rise above your negative situations in your life. So with all that being said, guys, I appreciate your time again. Take care till next time. This is the Swarthy King. I'm signing out. Later.